stream should start as soon as it integrates with YouTube. The new integration.
They put a trailer up for Streets of Rage 4. Cool.
Nice.
Oh, I feel like someone's still not turning their volume down on something.
That's not me. I turned my Switch off.
It's not me.
Ghost.
Is it?
Y'all hear me, right?
Yep.
Yep, we can hear you. No. And let's see, did it find... Oh, we are live. Yes. Google is working. Yes. I can't believe it.
Woo!
And they said Stadia wouldn't work.
Exactly. What is up, everybody? We've already got people in the chat. What is going on? It's Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, and it's time for Gaming Beyond the Box. And tonight we are going to discuss how Microsoft cured cancer by developing Super Lucky's Tale 2. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. I promise you.
Only the hard news here.
That's it. We're going to give you the facts whether you want to fucking hear them or not. So how's that? So hopefully everybody's enjoyed the tweets for the last few days, because I figure, hell, if you're going to clickbait, at least make it entertaining, right? So without further ado, let me introduce you to everybody on the panel. We will start with Crispy. What is going on, Crispy Bomb?
What is up, everybody? The Marble Man is in the house, and I have beer. Yeah, baby. So let's do this. Let's have some fun, and let's talk about some gaming news, because there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a couple that are really funny, too. Oh, my God.
Love the hilariousness.
We have
hilariousness.
We have a person in the chat. Oh my God. Mr. Burns, what is going on, sir? Haven't seen you in a while. Back to our normal here. Fort Boy, what's going on, man?
Not much. Just hanging out here and just waiting to find out how Xbox cured cancer and why they did it on a game that shouldn't be made.
Well, I mean, that's how things work, right? You don't always mean to discover a cure for cancer, but Microsoft did it right before.
Are they making a microtransaction? That's all I want to know.
That would be EA, sir.
You fucking said mine.
All right. Leo, what's going on, dude?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just wondering how we're going to all become ponies.
Ponies?
I'm
PC Master Race, bitch. So, yep, I'm not becoming a pony or a bot.
Not what I heard.
It's kind of obvious from what, I showed the picture.
I have sources.
Right? All right. And back from his, what was it you had done, Obi? Didn't you have your your ovaries removed or something?
Yeah, and both toenails and 4 molars and my spine.
And your spine. Holy shit.
Yep.
That sounds painful, dude.
If you're gonna do it right.
Oh shit. Oh, Cool
man,
J, I promise you, we will never change. We are all just this fucked up in the real world as we are here. So.
Yep.
All right. And Ghost, what is going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on, everybody? It's the Evil Ghost. Fucking being high and playing games. Let's talk about what the fuck's going on.
That sounded so enthusiastic, didn't it?
And quiet, man.
No shit.
Sound like he
You
was
gotta speak up. Perk up, man.
Cast for the ghost is more
Because he's
better.
high.
Get out of your ass, damn it!
Because I got high. Because
Use
I
your
got high.
diaphragm, boy.
Because I got high.
And somebody that's probably terribly nervous to be here, Talon69. What's going on, Talon?
Hey, what's up, guys? Good to be here.
And if anybody remembers, Talon was actually part of the panel back when first started this shit. So, which was a very long...
Back when man discovered flame.
Yep, right before Sean Layden was abducted by that UFO sent by Microsoft. So... Oh, see, I got people vouching how fucked up I am in the chat, and these people know me. So, but anyway, without further ado, are we ready for some topics, guys, or what?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
So, which one should we talk about first? Because we found an interesting little piece of news today that the PlayStation Vita is not dead.
Oh. Apparently,
let's go there.
Apparently, the
it's
Vita,
warming hands all over.
It is warming hands and body parts across the nation, ladies and gentlemen, in ways you probably would not expect. And I mean,
hey, can I jump on this real quick?
Please do, please do.
So what we're talking about is apparently Pornhub, because such a great thing, released a traffic by game console, and 51.5% was PlayStation, which is not the shocking part. The shocking part is 10% of all traffic game console is with PlayStation Vita. That means 10% of all people that use a game console to access Pornhub is the PlayStation Vita. Now, my thought with this, Wilmy, is maybe that's why PlayStation wants to kill it, because and don't want to make it known, because between PlayStation and the Vita, they have 62% of the market visiting Pornhub.
That is truly. I saw this and I'm like, is this legit? And yeah, I looked it up. This is actually a thing.
Was that poll worldwide,
60?
or was it just America?
That's
anybody that accesses Pornhub, and Pornhub is
that's global.
Okay.
Dude.
That's a lot.
Because
It's
over
50.
in Japan, the Vita is huge.
So what we're saying is Sony should buy stock in Pornhub.
I mean, one of the
J-Mo said has a tickle pad on the back.
Yeah, one of the funnier things is change in traffic share from 2018 to 2019. So this is how much the traffic has shifted from the 2018 stats to 2019, and the Vita's up 23%.
Yeah, and PlayStation is 51.5% of Pornhub traffic alone. And then 9.1 is the Vita. 34.7 is Xbox. And here's the saddest part. 5.6% is using a Wii U.
Wow.
Is that even a thing?
Do they have Pornhub apps on these or something?
No, you can access the internet. But here, I mean, the Wii U, okay, you can hook up your TV, you can use the remote. Hey, okay. The 3DS, isn't the screen like 2.5 inches?
Well, maybe that's matching something that's in
two
their
of
other
them.
hand.
Oh god, here's this, dude. Zelda is the #1 search in video game character for this year.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about there.
I think he's talking about Pornhub.
I got you. I got you. I was just fucking with Obi. He's,
Everyone wants to see Zelda bent over, taking it from
That's
Link
insane.
or some.
Well, I mean,
animal.
I guess we've all
Searches.
spent what 30 years trying to save her. Why not try to bang her?
yeah, there you go. Why not, right?
Hey,
But it's just crazy to me that the Vita has found a new life as a Pornhub-friendly device. Isn't that great?
Well, I mean, you ain't using it for gaming. Might as well use it for something.
Well, that makes sense.
I don't see how people could use that though, because the browser on the PlayStation is horrible.
Well, apparently 52% of the market disagrees with you.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
I'm just saying,
if
I
you
don't
break it down, it's
understand
60%.
It's a lot
Yeah,
of
sorry.
work,
Yep.
man. Fuck.
Oh, so this is what we got to say. Apparently, Xbox has more engaging games rather than fucking porn.
But
I'm just saying.
if you take into consideration some of the tweets that go up on Twitter daily, I can kind of see this actually. So it does make sense, honestly.
You gotta get your rocks off somehow.
Yeah, I guess
Explains
so.
all the angry fanboys out
Yeah,
there.
because some of these fuckers never leave their
All they
house, man.
I
All
mean,
they can do is watch Pornhub and not get the real thing, so they're all mad
okay,
all the
yeah,
time.
but you have phones.
That's the weird part, dude.
Yeah, I don't get that part of it.
Like
I mean,
that's why I love my Apple iPhone 7
Isn't-
because
isn't
it doesn't get the viruses from the fucking
Damn
porn
right.
site.
You don't
Ah!
need
Yep,
all that
same with the S10, man.
I mean,
And distracted, there is nothing family friendly about our podcast. Trust me.
Absolutely not.
Oh, there's a
What are you talking about?
disclaimer.
This is family friendly.
no, this is very family
This
friendly.
is
We are
Disney,
telling you, if
motherfucker.
your child has a PlayStation or a Vita, he's watching porn.
Yeah, they didn't want Xbox to have crossplay with them because they were worried about it.
They're worried
everybody's
about
watching
getting the
porn.
browser history.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. The more people that can access porn, then the less, then the more bandwidth. It just fucks it up. So if you say, "Hey, we don't want to play with them," then you're like, "Hey, now I can watch porn better."
Yeah.
Okay.
It needs crossplay,
Okay,
right?
well, we gotta say PlayStation kudos to you because you're making people feel better in some way, shape, or form.
JMO said it too. The PlayStation 4 does have VR.
Oh my!
And there is a VR part to Pornhub.
Yeah, I mean,
not that I've looked. Just
There is. I've looked. It's
Really?
not-
You're gonna see Pornhub VR, baby. There you go.
well, I mean,
It's gonna be PlayStation's niche right
I
there.
wouldn't put it past them. I really wouldn't.
When Wilmy told me he was sending me a VR, of course I looked it up to see, is there?
He's like, what can I do with this?
So
Yeah, what all can and I cannot do with this?
And he only checked out porn.
Avery said, "Ask Bomber's sister how friendly the show is." Speaking of, hopefully Bomber will be back with us next week. He is still in Disney chasing Minnie Mouse around the park.
I think he's more getting chased by Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse saying, "I just want to stick my dick
Honestly,
in.
I don't-
It'll be okay."
I don't think he's left the freaking Star Wars.
But now let's see. On to a topic that maybe not as funny, but this definitely.
Hold up. I just posted in our chat. I found something looking at that year in review that they actually link that use your console to watch the best porn for free on Pornhub, and they give direct access, and it shows.
Oh no
Xbox,
shit!
PlayStation, all that shit on there.
Oh
Wii U,
my god!
Nintendo.
It is a sick fucking world, isn't it, folks?
Direct
I mean,
access.
Direct access.
We don't have to worry about the babies being made eventually. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Oh
amazing.
shit!
This is legit, folks. Obi actually sent the link. Yeah, this is not a joke. Alrighty then. Yeah, never borrow anybody's controller when you go to their house, okay?
Especially when it's PlayStation.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Don't you
And
touch
Joe
my
said
magic
that
dual
the
shock.
most-
You leave it alone.
saying, like,
Yeah, do not borrow anybody's PlayStation controller. Do not borrow their Vita. Yeah, just don't.
That's why
just gonna say that
PS5 is
one.
going to have smaller sticks, so it makes your stick feel better.
A few years ago, I saw a thing that said that what they search, and it said PlayStation users search male on female, and Xbox users search female on female. Is their most popular searches.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, with PlayStation, they do have those vibrators for the VR. At least they look like them. The little
stick?
things with the
What?
orbs on the end.
Oh, the Move or whatever.
Oh yeah, PlayStation Move.
They go to movie all right.
You seen that fucking tweet that came out that like dudes like humping shit and fucking humping air and
Yeah.
acting like
How
it's
is
just
that?
great.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell me there was a serious game they were playing. I was like, what the fuck were they?
Now we know why everybody gets
They're
mad
really
about
getting
VR.
They're like,
Well,
yeah.
you're more than welcome to check my browser history. I actually play games with mine, so.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
Sure you do, Wilmy.
Oh, I do, trust me.
Well, he's like, I can't wait for them to initialize the touch sensations.
Dude,
This is
I've
on
been
my
happily
website.
married for a very long time. All my kids are moved out. It's just me and the wife, so yeah. I don't
Pornhub
need
says
porn.
that if you're a proud owner of an Xbox One, head on over to Pornhub and use your gaming console to enjoy much more than games. Your browser will be set ablaze with the steamiest free porn videos on the internet with the sexiest porn stars. Load up your 500 gig hard drive with the best sex clips now.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
That is,
I mean,
Does
at least they
Ruby
did,
work
at
for
least they
porn?
did their homework
Sounds
so
kind of
they know how
interesting,
big
I'm
the
not
hard
gonna
drive is.
that's terrible. I mean,
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible, man.
yeah, Ghost is saying that he's on his Xbox right now going to Pornhub.
No, I'm currently in a match on Modern Warfare, but I will be checking this out later just to verify facts, people. Just to verify facts.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do it. It's a
Gotta do the
podcast.
research.
Gotta do your
Somebody's gotta
research,
look at
bro.
I mean, yeah, we got to
Gotta do your
research this shit.
research.
You know, we got to make sure we're giving you facts.
Study.
Yeah,
So it-
we may sound like we're having fun on here during the show, but I mean, the rest of the week we're all screaming and yelling at each other in chat because we're all too lazy to look this shit up.
That's the wrong spelling, you son of a bitch. You do it right or you're out of here.
The only people saw our chat and how happy we are together.
Duration of visits by game consoles: Xbox users average 11 minutes, and PlayStation users average 10 minutes to 8 minutes.
Interesting. Well, I mean, it only takes so long, right? I guess depends on how quick your hand works.
I mean, if you're not using your hand.
All right. Anyway.
Okay.
Right.
And they make those virtual dolls and.
Yeah, let's talk about something a little bit happier than porn on your console.
Strippers on
How
your
can you?
console.
How
Well, for some people, it is a happy thing to talk about.
But
I was told by my therapist, you should always talk about things that make you happy, no matter if it makes someone else uncomfortable.
Okay, then that's why we're talking about this topic. Kojima is reportedly in talks with Konami for a new Silent Hill game.
Again.
That makes me very happy.
I mean,
very happy.
that'd be
sure?
good since the last couple Silent Hills have sucked. I mean,
What?
There hasn't been a Silent Hill in forever, dude.
Yeah,
I
man,
know.
There has
Silent
been-
They
Hill
were good.
4. The first one I thought was the best.
I always liked
1 and
Silent
2
Hill
weren't
2.
bad. It's just the other ones kind of fell off at the end.
Yeah, but I mean, they're gonna Kojima.
No. Don't
I mean,
get me
it
wrong.
would be called Silent Hill Stranding.
Oh, Kojima's mind would be perfect for this, especially after
yeah.
Death Stranding.
Well, he's already made a Silent Hill.
Yeah, remember
It was
the
a demo.
PT? Yeah, and there's motherfuckers, man, selling the console with that demo for like thousands of dollars. So,
Here's my question: Are they doing it because of that and it's selling well, or are they doing it because of the fact that Death Stranding is still in the news? It's popular, and the fact that in a way Death Stranding kind of was a
Not really
It's
popular,
not
bro.
as popular as you
no,
think.
not popular like that. Like, oh, it's number one. It's still a topic people talk about. I mean,
That's
it's
when
another
I say,
topic we're
is it
talking about.
game of the year popular? No, it's not.
I don't think
No,
it's
it's
the
a-
game more than it's Kojima himself.
Exactly.
He's trending
Yeah.
all the time.
That's what it is. And he
But
did
Kojima has the stars and the magic going around him. It's like
that's
he's
called
he's
cocaine
constantly in-
crispy.
Oh yeah, well I guess he's on cocaine then, because what I played from Death Stranding is on cocaine a couple times.
Wait,
Yeah.
I made
Let's do it.
mushrooms. I made
was that
mushrooms
gonna
out
make
of
you feel like
nothing.
you're on cocaine?
I mean, he said he
I'm
wanted to
gonna
do
go
a
check that
horror
shit out.
game, so I think he'd be perfect for doing it.
Horror
I mean, I'll be
game?
honest.
What?
The stuff
He's
that
got
I've
the
watched
mind
of
for
Death
it, too.
Stranding, it kind of was a little bit horrific. It was more suspenseful than anything, but I mean, it wasn't far from it could have been.
If he does do that, I think he's making a mistake, personally, because he should more work on his own business than help Konami out.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure his name will be stamped.
But
all
I
over
think
it.
he wants out of Kojima Studios. That's what I think.
Why would he want out of his own studio?
Yeah,
Because
that wouldn't make
because
sense.
bureaucracy, and
Maybe
he
he's
doesn't
going
like that. I could tell that he doesn't like bureaucracy. He doesn't like being told what to do.
Oh no, that he doesn't. He said that
No.
before action interviews.
Avish, that was just a fake thing.
Yeah, that
Those
was
that you
that was
saw.
a parody article. That wasn't legit.
Yeah, be careful on the internet. Just because it's on there does not mean it's true, unless it's on Pornhub, and it is.
Or it's on this
Yes.
podcast.
Oh, come on. Everything on the internet is absolutely 100% true.
Oh, exactly. Oh, yeah, for sure. Not always.
Whatever you say, bro.
I agree with Mark in the chat. I definitely would love to see Kojima make a new Silent Hill game. I'd love for anybody to make a new Silent Hill game besides BioWare.
There's a Silent Hill pachinko machine.
Well, that's EA's fault. BioWare was in a good place, and then fucking EA destroyed them. Like, they destroyed them so bad. Like, they rushed games out. They freaking made them feel like dirt. You know what I mean? Like, you see a lot of like devs now that worked on at BioWare are leaving the company. There's a reason for that. So it is what it is. EA just smashed BioWare's greatness into the ground. And we should be sad because BioWare's come out with great games. It's pretty fucking pathetic that EA doesn't know what the fuck to do.
That's true. But I agree with J-Mo in the chat. He should make a VR game, the R. Kelly edition.
Oh my god.
Drip, drip, drip.
Well, I'm sure
Well, you are throwing shit, but are you not? Wilmy, you played the game more than I did. Are you not throwing shit bombs?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
you are.
You are, and you're pissing on the creatures, yeah.
Making
okay.
mushrooms.
Okay, so
That's
I got a
fucked
question.
up in the
This wasn't really a topic, but Adam put out there he can't wait for RE3. One of the other, I'll wait for the other topic that kind of will hit on that. So
No, go ahead, dude. I mean,
Well,
we're random as fuck. Remember?
well, we also have the topic of the fact that they're remaking. Let me scroll up the topipic.
Bioshock?
No. Vanquisher and
Bayonetta.
So
Right.
they're remaking those.
They're not
Why-
remaking them. They're remastered.
Sorry,
Yeah, they're
remastering them,
remastered.
and they're remastering RE3.
Well,
Can we stop remastering games?
Actually, RE3 is more of a remake than a
Nope,
remaster.
not until I get KOTOR.
I'll tell you, Resident Evil 3 is definitely going to get my money. I will
Mhm.
definitely be buying that one.
The only thing that made me mad
I
is
am
you have to
actually with
pre-order
you,
to get the
Wilmy.
original look. I was
I
like,
feel
oh.
like we're just
That's
getting
because I
too
didn't
many
play it.
remakes out there.
I didn't play
When is that going out?
Resident Evil 3. I didn't play it. So now it's like that got me intrigued more than Resident Evil 2. I played Resident Evil 2 when I had an original PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I know they changed the game, but not enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to spend $60. Resident Evil 3, I never played it. So I'm like,
That's a new
this
game,
is a new
for sure.
game to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Fuck yeah.
And that's big. And you know what? Kudos to them because it looked amazing from what I saw from State of Play. But at the same time, like what I hate is that State of Play was like cartoony. Okay, then we're gonna drop the bombs at the end. Well, there was only one bomb. Okay, and that was Resident Evil 3. Ghost of Tsushima was not a bomb. Okay, it looked the same as what I saw at E3.
Oh, was the state of play today?
No,
State
it
of
was a
Play
couple
was
days ago.
it was yesterday, and trust me, you did not miss much.
Oh, okay.
You didn't miss
I missed
anything
it.
special.
Not at all.
Dude.
I mean,
But
that's
that's where I go and I'd be like, you're talking shit about cartoony games. That's like the first half of that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut the shit, dude. Like, cartoony games have a place in lives. Like, they enjoy them. Like, the people that enjoy them, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But let's not bash another console because they do the same shit as your console you play on. Why are you going to do that?
what's funny though is PlayStation's the only one that bashes. Xbox, all they're like is, hey, we want to play.
I think that's
hold on.
Major bashers
Hold
on
on,
Xbox
both.
side too.
Oh,
there's
dude, there is so many. It's on both. There is crazy fuck jobs on both sides.
No,
man.
I'm not talking fans.
Okay.
We're talking like Phil Spencer on the fact that he's like, hey, look, we can do this. We can actually let you play anywhere. We want to integrate this. We want to integrate this. Where Sony, I mean, they're like, nope, we don't want to do that. We don't want to play with others. We don't like others. Others suck.
Well, that's not bashing. They just prefer to do it. They're like, fuck you people.
When you say fuck someone else, that's bashing. Okay, just to be clear, Nick.
Really?
Really?
Shit.
Well, that explains all the smacks I got.
Well, damn. But and if I'm not mistaken, doesn't the new when you order Resident Evil 3, don't you get the Resistance? I think it's called comes with it.
Oh, that's actually comes with it anyway. It's
That's
the
what I
only
thought.
pre-order bonus is the original outfits from the PlayStation and GameCube versions.
And I think that was pretty smart on their behalf because I don't think that would stand alone as a game very well. I don't think it'd sell.
I think it was a little shade they
Well,
threw out. You know what I'm
That
saying?
game
Like,
wasn't good at all, if you ask me. The one they're adding to it, the Resistance. I tried it on the preview program, and it's just
they're copying Dying Light, people. Just to let you know, they're copying Dying Light.
with a
'Cause Dying
card
Light's
game.
had that forever.
It's Dying Light with cards, basically.
Isn't that kind of
Yeah, I'll give it
No.
a shot. I mean, especially if you're going to get it for free with Resident Evil 3, why not? But I think that was pretty smart on their behalf though to package it in there.
Because basically you have
they probably heard the backlash. That's probably what happened. Like, oh, you're just gonna do this one game mode? What the hell is this?
Yeah, you basically have one player plays the survivors and another player plays the zombies, and then they each play cards to summon like zombies and stuff for the survivors.
Like Dead by Daylight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except for you actually summon them like you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh or something.
The 1v4 thing just kind of, we said it actually before we went live. That kind of needs to fall by the wayside.
When Evolve did it and Evolve died, it should have just died right there.
But
I know a ton of people will probably be like, I'm wrong. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. 4 is awesome. It has its place, I guess, but for the most part, it's like it's a small niche. Yeah, keep making games for it. That's great. Don't make any better games because that doesn't make sense. It's my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of it. Yeah, I've streamed Dead by Daylight and I've streamed other ones. I don't think it's a huge market. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of 4v1 either.
Yeah, I don't know. I can play Dead by Daylight for a little while, then it just kind of gets on your nerves, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been a great 1v4 made yet. There's been good ones, and I'm sure people could be like, Dead by Daylight's awesome, it's the best one ever, or Friday the 13th's best one ever, and it's like, no, the graphics honestly look like they're 720.
I don't think anyone's saying Friday the 13th.
I mean, how about we get a really good 4K, 4K one,
like a well-polished game? What?
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh.
All of them have just seemed crap, and to me, I don't know. This goes back to the Bayonetta, the Vanquisher, and the
Vanquish.
Other games that we were talking about. That me and Leo said, I don't like paying for games. It's like, oh look, it's better now, and it's like, okay, that's great, but I mean, Baldur's Gate came out. $40 frickin' for a game that's like 20 years old.
Yeah, but you think about it, Bayonetta deserves a frame rate refresh. Like if they can do that, like the game had a lot of tearing when I played it.
So why not make a new one?
Well,
I understand that.
It for cheaper and make more money off of it.
We're talking about Sega, and they're trying to just throw their shit out there again. So maybe Xbox does them. Maybe Xbox does them justice, and all of a sudden we have a good partnership with Sega. I mean, Sega has had some of the best games ever played.
Okay, I could be wrong on this, but I thought Xbox owned a little bit of Sega. Am I wrong?
Oh, I have no idea.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know about that. All I know is that Sega's constantly in talks with Xbox at this point because they see that, you could say what you want, but XO19 was more amazing because you got Yakuza coming, you got Final Fantasy. Phil's not screwing around. Like, he's dead serious. I'm going to go to these Japan studios and try to get their freaking games to our freaking console. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm like, Phil, dude, I've never played Yakuza. You know what I mean? And I'm not really truly interested, but still, that looks fun. But, the story they try to bring is kind of old. You know what I mean? It feels old, at least to me. So I'm like, I don't know what to say about that. But then Final Fantasy, I know people that are switching back to Xbox because of Final Fantasy.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be amazing. That's where it's like, okay. So you got people saying, "Oh, you know what? I like Xbox the way they do things, but they never had Final Fantasy." That's what where I say XO kind of put a nail in the coffin, and now we keep hearing shit coming from PlayStation and a bunch of good shit coming from Xbox, and it's like, dude, shit changes. Like the tides change at some point. All of a sudden you're at the highest, and then you just drop down to the lowest. The moon went to the other side of the world. That's what I gotta say about that.
And that's all.
Everything is in constant motion.
Well, I mean, a lot of the things that people argued about what Crispy talked about. Oh, well, Xbox doesn't have this. Xbox doesn't have this. Well, XO19 answered that. It also said, "Hey, look, we have this now. We have this now. We are working on this and this. I don't know. I mean, I know it's not a topic on the XO19. To me, there's more coming out. I would just like better stuff. It just seems like we're in a rut right now, and it could be due to the fact that we're at an end of a generation. People don't want to release their stuff yet because they want to release it with Scarlet and PlayStation 5. So this is what we're getting right now.
And honestly, that's less than a year away now. We're at the end, coming up on the end of December. Yeah. These new consoles will be out next November, so you got.
We're less than a year of when they come out. So I mean, E3 this year will be, the announcement of the Scarlet, the Lockhart and Anaconda, the specs, everything that goes with them. Games, we'll see games running on them. All the games that are coming out with them. Yeah, and some state of play, they'll announce the PlayStation 5. So
yeah, I don't know if. Well, we'll see if Sony shows up at E3. I hope they do.
Okay, so here's I'm saying it right now. So when it happens,
confirmed it.
They are coming to E3.
Yeah, I thought they already confirmed that.
I didn't know that was confirmed, was it?
It wasn't confirmed yet.
It is confirmed. No, they said they were. Okay. Yeah. PlayStation Twitter said they're going to be at E3.
I love the competition because
it needs to be it makes E3 better.
You get your fanboys all over social media, that whole as my buddy Lethal Papa says, they put on their pom-poms and their cheerleading outfits. But I mean, come on, man. The competition is what keeps this thing going.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. You've got to have Sony pushing Xbox and Xbox pushing Sony. If Xbox wasn't going in the direction they're going in, then Sony wouldn't be moving in the direction they're moving in.
Yeah, I mean, and Phil Spencer said, competition's good. It breeds better games.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. So people not wanting that, it's like, why? You don't want better games?
Because I had a long conversation with someone yesterday, and they're actually going to be on the podcast next week. I'm not going to say their name yet. We had a long conversation about this yesterday. It's some people, it's like their identity. They have nothing else going on in the world or in their life. So they argue about consoles all day. That gives them a feeling of purpose.
At the end of the day, they have a community they can be with, whether it be Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo or whatever, and they're going to defend it to the bone because they think it's the best, and it's their opinion, and that's all that matters to them, which is sad.
I could care less what console someone prefers.
Same.
Same.
What's up, Mr. Noof?
I play on the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the Switch. So.
What's up, Noof?
But none of y'all play PC, and I'm so disappointed.
I play PC. I just
I don't have that kind of quiche laying around.
Yeah.
I haven't played PC in a couple of years, but
Willie, let's play WoW together.
Our PC is.
I'm sorry, dude. You're not going to get me into playing World of Warcraft.
Virused out.
What if they make a VR World of Warcraft? Come on.
Why would you want to play it?
I might be more interested then. But actually, I'm going to go to a topic now that Mark was asking about in the chat. Valve is actually hinting. They're dropping rumors. There may be a new Left 4 Dead VR. So
to me, that is awesome. I always loved the Left 4 Dead games.
This is Valve. This is Valve. So I mean, take it with a grain of salt, or maybe a truckload of salt at this point. But I mean, they're dropping the hints, especially after the announcement of Half-Life Alyx.
I was going to say they're probably waiting to see how that one does before.
I actually said this I'd say a week ago. I said, imagine if they drop a Left 4 Dead VR, because it's clearly a game that could be in VR. And the worst part of this is I don't have a VR that can handle anything because I don't have one.
Yeah,
so
they work the same way.
In the end, I want to play Left 4 Dead, but I don't have the money to spend on that. So then I'm put in a predicament. I'm happy that a new Left 4 Dead's coming out, but if it's only for VR, I have a problem with that.
Well, now, like I said, this is a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. I mean, we'll have to see, but I mean, I think the Half-Life announcement really, because I know quite a few people that cannot get their hands on an Oculus right now at this time.
How's it going, Boom?
What's up, Mr. Boomstick?
It sucks.
Hey, Boom.
But I know several people that cannot get their hand on an Oculus because they're just sold out. So I think the Half-Life announcement, and everybody knows this thing is coming, people are going to start buying VR. if they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to make it mainstream. So
No, but I do think the fact that like me and when we were talking about it the other day, the fact that you can't really get these right now because they're selling out so quickly, that's a good thing. That means they're going to make more, which means if they make more, they're going to make better. They're going to make them more often. And the fact that the one that's sold out the most is the standalone, awesome. That means we may see more of them, a bigger hard drive, more access to them. Maybe HTC will bring out their own, or Vive, or whatever it is. We'll know more about this than anybody, but Mark asked if Valve owns their own VR. Doesn't Vive?
Yeah.
Valve has one called the Index.
Okay.
And it's very, very expensive.
Well,
And you
that's
got
not like
very, very
$1,200
big
or something like that.
Not only is it expensive, it's also going back a step from the Oculus Rift or the Quest. You have to have the sensors up in your room and all that crap. And yeah, Leo's right. They're like $900 to $1,200.
No, the newest Index is $1,230 some, and then
Yeah.
you also need the rig for it too, the PC. You need like an $1,800 PC just to use the damn thing.
Yeah.
Good God! So totally, you're talking three grand out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
$3K, a little over
Or
with
more.
tax.
And speaking of
And
the
also-
Oculus Quest, today, matter of fact, it reminded me when I saw Boom's thing pop up in chat. Oculus Quest got a huge update today. You no longer have to have the thumb controllers. They now track your hands.
Oh, that's cool.
It will actually track your hands. Your own hand becomes your controller now on the Oculus Quest.
Can you play that? What was it? A sort of what? Crap! What was it called? The Asgard one. Jeepers was talking about on it.
I don't know if that's on the Quest or the Rift.
Okay, I'll just look it up.
But yeah, hopefully, Mark, that answered your question, man. That's the only thing I could find about Left 4 Dead. So hopefully that is going to be true because I'm waiting on that one. That will be fun right after Half-Life.
Quest? I did not know that.
What's that?
So you don't need a PC for that new Oculus headset?
No, it's standalone. All you need is a cell phone or a tablet to set it up. That's it.
Really cool.
$200.
That's
cheaper
awesome,
than I
actually.
bought my VR back in the day.
And Noof said it doesn't work for him because his hands are always in his pants.
So he's a
Hey, is he-
PlayStation player.
Yeah.
Noof's got that Vita.
See, a game like Sea of Thieves would be
You're
fun
supposed to
play
use your
with
fingers
VR.
on that touchpad.
Yes. All right. Let's get some juicy stuff. I know we got something juicy over here.
We do. The announcement that broke down the internet this week. Anybody want to guess?
MLB The Show.
And personally,
Oh, for
I
fuck's sake.
give zero fucks. I don't like baseball, but I mean, come on.
Wait, seriously? It was baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Major League
MLB The
Baseball.
Show
MLB The Show.
is going to Xbox.
It's a baseball.
And
Oh.
this is made by a Sony studio.
There's only
Yep.
one
And
person
people
I can
lost
think of
their
that would
shit.
care about that.
People
What do you mean?
lost
Bummer.
their shit. They went on YouTube making emergency podcast. Yeah, it caused quite a meltdown. It was actually kind of funny to watch.
PlayStation ponies. Okay, ponies. When I say pony, I mean freaking fucktards. Okay, that don't understand that it's just a plastic box and you can do whatever you want with it. Okay.
See, what I don't get is this should be a good thing because guess what? If people at Xbox buy it, guess what? That's more money for the company. Guess what? That means
Yes. Well,
guess
here's the
what?
thing.
They'll make more.
Here's the thing, and a couple of really people that I follow that are mainly PlayStation, I pay attention to them, and what they said is, couldn't they do that with Spider-Man? Because Disney could say, "Look, you're going to make a multiplayer, or you're going to lose the license."
Yeah, they could.
Okay,
so lots
so they might have a contract through like Spider-Man 2,
No, that
and then
won't
all of a
happen. Because
I'm saying
Sony
they might have a contract.
No, because of Sony.
They have a contract.
Sony owns the
Yeah,
rights
but
to
Sony.
Spider-Man.
No, they own
And they
part of the
won't-
rights.
No,
Yeah.
they own the movie rights.
Yeah,
they
but
are
Disney will-
licensed for the gaming.
Yeah, but Disney will play ball so they can keep using Spider-Man in the movies.
Nope, not in this case.
Maybe that's why
Because
we have
they-
Bomber At Disney. Did y'all think about that shit? See?
There you
This
go.
is the podcast that makes shit happen, folks. Okay, go ahead. Proceed.
I mean, let's be
Guys on the
honest.
ground.
If Disney really wants to, make things happen and have an argument with Sony over the whole Spider-Man, just remember, Sony is only a $170 billion company.
Yeah, and
Oh, only.
Disney's a hell of a lot bigger than that. That's what I'm trying to get at. Kind of like
Disney's 500. Microsoft is almost $1 trillion.
yeah, so it's kind of like
Disney just owns everything, and you just don't know about it all.
Disney's in trouble with Wall Street. They're not allowed to buy anything else. They're starting to become a monopoly.
Oh, really? Because that's what the government did to Microsoft back in the 90s.
Yep. They're telling
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know that.
Amazon's
Boom.
buying shit left and right too, aren't they?
that's different.
All over the place, actually.
Boom just said data has been confirmed numerous times. The only thing Sony can do is make their own films.
Yeah, I just figured it was like a bargaining chip. You know what I mean? To keep it on
You know,
PlayStation.
if that's the case, though, if they can only make films, if Disney does come out and say, "Hey, so we want Spider-Man on Xbox," well,
They're gonna do it because they're gonna make money off of it.
Well,
That's the
and see,
point I'm
wasn't
trying to
it-
At
make.
the end
But
of the
they-
day, it's a business.
Wasn't it
Like,
before that?
But if they did that, wouldn't they
Insomniac-
have to get another company to do it? Because Insomniac's owned by PlayStation. isn't it?
No. MLB
No.
The Show is completely
still-
developed by
yeah.
Sony, and it's coming to Xbox because MLB said, "Look, your license is up. This is our negotiation. Our negotiation is that you have to make it multiplayer. You could still develop the game, which for baseball terms is amazing for the people that love baseball. It is one of the best baseball games ever made, and they continue to put out a great product. So it's perfect for Xbox to say, "Hey, we don't care that you're owned by PlayStation. All we care about is getting that perfect MLB game over to our console." And it's
And
gonna
to be honest, there's been a lot of people complaining that there hasn't been a good baseball game on Xbox because we get that RBI whatever crap that they put on
RBI
there,
baseball.
that's actually
Yep.
made by Sega still. Yeah, if you didn't know that.
and
When they got
that's
that-
that's
I
crap.
had that on Nintendo.
My
Is that
question
cartoon?
It is crap. It is
Yeah.
crap. Absolutely.
No, I don't think it's the cartoony one. It's the other one that's kind of sort of,
Finger pop.
you're kind of far off.
You know what's better than RBI baseball?
Sex
No baseball?
Every
Here.
fucking game available other than RBI
So,
baseball.
Crispy Bomb, I have a question for you. So technically, when Insomniac made Spider-Man, didn't Insomniac have the rights to make a Spider-Man game? It wasn't Sony.
No. Here's what happened.
Insomniac.
Insomniac has the licensing rights
Yes.
until the contract is
Yes.
up.
So I'm saying it had nothing to do with Sony, but Sony just recently purchased them, correct?
So then
But
they
still
own the
contract
rights
falls
now.
under the negotiations that were previously set.
It does not because they've been
Insomniac.
purchased by another company.
Say that again.
Now it's completely Sony versus Disney.
Usually-
We all know that they don't like each other because Sony was smart enough to purchase Spider-Man rights for the movies years upon years ago. And the fact is that Disney's salty about it because in the end, there's a lot of money involved. We're talking what Spider-Man's like multi-trillion-dollar IP.
Yeah, but let's be honest. The only good Spider-Man movies were the ones made by Disney.
Yes, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
We're
because
talking about a game. Like,
Duh.
what I'm saying is
Yeah, Sony
Is
may
that
own
you-
the licenses, but at the end of the day, those licenses will one day no longer be valid.
That's
Yes.
what I'm saying.
that's what I'm
That's-
saying. That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
When they expire, because they can expire because Sony does not own shit when it comes to the Spider-Man games. They realistically
They own nothing. It's all about the
Yeah.
movies. But I'm saying because yes, Sony and Disney got it worked out where they're gonna, Disney's basically gonna produce the Spider-Man movies, and Sony's still going to get like at least 50% of the profit. You know what I'm saying? But
Here's the double-edged
that's
sword.
because this last one almost made $1 trillion. You know what I'm saying? So Disney's like, well, you got to play ball with us, or you're not going to get the licenses anymore.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
The double-edged sword for all this, because if Disney doesn't make the movies and they let Sony make the movies are going to be trash. And if Insomniac doesn't make the Spider-Man games, it'll probably be trash. So if Spider-Man becomes multi-plat, it won't be made by Insomniac.
I think it will, because Sony still knows that they're going to make some revenue off of it.
Yeah, but I don't think that they let. When I mean multi-plat, I mean going to Xbox, and I don't think that they're quite there yet. I think they're building that way, but I would see more of like a Respawn doing that versus an Insomniac right now.
Okay, well, what I'm going to say to you is that this just happened.
First off,
with MLB The Show just happened. Okay, Sony said MLB basically said, dude, either you're going to do what we say, or you're not going to have the license anymore. The negotiation's over.
Well, that's also due to the fact that the MLB is a lot stronger as far as a market now than it was years before.
I'm not familiar with who's the studio that makes that game. MLB.
It's one of those hidden Sony studios. I can't even remember the name either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to be proven wrong with that. If they make it multi-plat, they can keep it. But I'd love to be proven wrong with that. But I just feel like Sony would just be like, no, we're not doing that, and then they'd lose it. But like I said, prove me wrong, please.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm bringing up this point, because like in the end, it comes down to if somebody owns the license to it and they've done a contract negotiation, like MLB The Show is, how many years has MLB The Show been only on PlayStation?
20 years.
I was just saying it was over. I knew it was over 15, right?
Oh, it's
okay.
Yeah, it's never been
so
at all.
It was from 1997 to 2005.
All of a sudden, the tides have changed. Maybe their contract probably went that long. You know what I mean? That's probably what happened. Their contract went that long. Finally, they had new contract negotiations, and they said, "Look, you're taking out the American gamer." Because Xbox actually still owns the market in America. A lot of people don't realize that.
The developers of MLB is SIE San Diego Studio.
Yeah,
so
I was
City,
just looking at that.
Thank you.
Just put it in the chat, by the way.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, Noob.
I remember all the Sony fanboys that were sweating bullets about that whole Disney movie deal, that they were going to say, well, if you're not going to let us make the movie, we're not going to let you make the fucking video games.
But there's still a contract. That's like, you're still going to have Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation only. I'm talking about Spider-Man 3. And then on top of it, does those contracts run out? Is there a clause that says, okay, after a certain period of years, the Spider-Man 1 and 2 become multi-plat if we renegotiate? That's, these are all things that we don't care about, but I'm just saying, like, there's something there for it. I mean, if MLB The Show has been touted as one of the best games for sports ever made, and now all of a sudden you're going to let it go multi-plat, there's something behind the scenes we're not seeing.
Maybe it more comes down to that Sony's finally seeing that more people want. I mean, Black Friday just got done, and Xbox dominated the sales. So maybe now they're starting to see, hey, people want to be able to play anywhere. They just one of the other topics tonight is the fact that Minecraft is now coming to Minecraft Bedrock editions coming to PlayStation 4.
I thought Switch won the Black Friday.
No, I thought
it was the sad edition that mostly won it.
Yeah, the one that everybody made fun of.
Yeah. I love you for it, but I can want to say the Switch, I think, did too, because didn't the Switch move like 800-some thousand units?
I'm going to look it up. Hold on.
I think it's like 830,000.
I wasn't trying to step on your toes.
No,
I totally was. I was stomping on your penis. Stomp.
Sad edition sold more.
And you got to remember, Switch has 6 letters in it. That's the Antichrist. If you've been paying attention to Twitter all week.
On the 555 and the 666.
Join us.
But enough about MLB. I could have cared less anyway. I don't like baseball. Fuck it. Let's see. Let's talk about something else more entertaining because tomorrow's the Game Awards, right?
I mean, if you watch that shit.
Oh, I'll watch for new, see if there's anything new thrown in there. But IGN removes Game of the Year poll after Death Stranding takes the lead. And there was another issue with this. Didn't Meta remove some of the bad reviews?
Yep, it did.
So I know you guys have got some thoughts on this one.
No,
Funny
we've
thing
got
is, I've only
2
played
other
one of
games,
them.
Nobody?
The fact is, here's what's going on here. Okay, there is spamming of negative reviews. Okay, which I'm not going to sit here and bullshit. All right, but there's also spamming of positive reviews. They only removed the negative ones, which becomes an issue only because you didn't remove any of the positive ones that were clearly spamming that said exactly the same thing. So, in the end, the credibility of Metacritic is completely blown into next week because I don't understand how you think it's right to do that.
That's what I'm saying too, because they didn't do that with any other games that I'm ever been aware of.
I'm guessing the Metacritic score went up big time too.
Not by
I don't know.
much.
The user score. The user score went up to, I think, 7.8, something like that, which is fine. I'm not, it's not above the Metacritic score, but still, like, it was at what, like a 4.8 or 5.6? I can't remember which one it was. And I'm like,
it was bad.
Like, how are you going to go up 2 points on user score just by deleting all the negative reviews? What about the positive ones that are clearly just PS fanboys spamming that shit?
Well,
Sorry.
I mean, it happened with Gears 5. There were people spamming that one, giving it bad reviews, and vice versa. It works on both sides. So I just think it's funny they just picked.
But if you remove the bad reviews for Gears 5, you're talking like a 9.0 user score, because I think it's at like an 8.4 right now.
Thought that a good thing for Metacritic to do is to have you link your gamer profile to it, and you're not able to leave a review for a game unless you have over 30 hours of playtime.
That'd be a great idea, actually.
I mean,
Or
it's
just
kind of like
completed the game.
Like
it's kind of like
does.
Amazon's, kind of like Amazon and Steam do. On you go to reviews, it says verified purchase. That way, if you're looking at something, you're like, hey, how good is this? Oh, well, this guy's review. Oh, he didn't buy it.
Oh yeah, on Steam, you're not reviewing shit unless it's in your library and you've bought it.
Yeah, but even then, you could go and buy it and review it and then cancel it.
Well, they track you. They'll actually track to see how much you've actually played the game first.
On Steam, it'll say it'll show that you own it and how many hours you have in it. So that would be a lot better of an option, because then you can't say, well, I played it and it sucks, and right next to your score it's 0.25 hours.
I feel like Metacritic should do that, though. They should.
Yeah, they should. That's why I don't pay
definitely.
attention to Metacritic.
And I don't pay attention to user score. I mean, I really don't.
I don't pay attention to any reviews.
Yeah,
I pay attention with my
to me, it's
friends
not worth
and
it.
people that I trust. Due to at the end of the day, most review sites don't even play that much of games. They may play an hour, 2 hours. Some maybe play more, but it's like how many? How long did you actually play it? Because you read some of the reviews and it's like, well, it was this and this, and then you get playing the game. You're like, dude, you played like 3 hours of the game. Because after that, you don't mention any of that other stuff.
But crazy Greek dude in the chat just said he doesn't understand how Control gets it. I've played both. I finished Control. It's not terrible. I see a lot of Quantum Break in Control. It was actually an entertaining game. You had your little hub area, and you went off and went to the separate areas, killed shit, blew shit around the map, and all that good stuff. It's not a terrible game. It's not the greatest game I've ever played, but honestly, in my opinion, I would rather play Death Stranding than Control. And that's probably going to make a lot of people's heads explode. But I would rather play Death Stranding than Control.
Do you like throwing poop at people on Death Stranding?
Hell
Like that?
yeah, I need to come by your place, man, and throw some shit bombs at you. I mean, it's fun.
And you're not friends unless you're throwing shit at each other.
Damn right. That's how you know you're true friends, man. When you piss on each other, at the end of the night, and you throw shit at each other.
I don't want a golden shower, Emily. I'm good with that, bro.
You haven't lived until you felt my pee running down your back.
Oh god.
I'm gonna not live.
God, man.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Go ahead and take me now, guys.
Hashtag get on it.
But in another side note to this whole conversation, there was actually another article came out that Jim Ryan, who is definitely not the favorite person right now of a lot of the fanboys in the world, that there may be more multiplayer based games from Sony going multiplat.
Makes sense. Just saying.
Now, when I read that, one thing popped in my head. We're going to see more multiplayer games do the whole crossplay, because why not?
It just makes sense.
It does.
And it's business. That's what people don't
Yeah,
get.
that's the other part of it too, is business.
Trust me, I had one person I was talking to that I already said this to, and they said, well, why does crossplay make sense? If the PlayStation game's not on Xbox, you don't need crossplay. You just play with friends on Xbox. Yes. However, anybody that owns both consoles knows that some games play better on other systems. Why? Because they were specifically made for that console on certain games. Right. So this is kind of almost like a way. It's like, hey, it's crossplay. You can play anywhere, but it's also almost like a marketing thing of, hey, this played a lot better on PlayStation. Just my opinion.
Oh, there's certain games I own on both consoles, and there's some games I prefer to play on my PlayStation, others I prefer to play on my X. So I get where you're coming from. There are just some games I want to play on my PlayStation.
Yeah, and to me, it's almost like an advertising of, hey, look, you got, for instance, you have Spider-Man on PlayStation and Xbox, but man, does it play so better on the PlayStation? And you talk to your friends, and you're like, yeah, it plays good, but yeah, it's on Xbox. Man, it plays so much better on PlayStation.
Because I've still got like 148 games on my PS4. Yeah, I think I've got 148 on it.
I have none on my non-existent one anymore.
Well, that's because you left yours in the garage for 6 years, Hobie.
Mm-hmm.
And then booted it up and expected it to work. It's not working, guys! I'm telling you.
No, I didn't leave it in the garage. My buddy did, and then when he gave it to me, I tried giving it all the updates. And then I got bored. And then he wanted it back. He's like, hey, I want to play this on it. And then he took it, and I never got to play it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I feel like
I put it, after I got bored, I put it back in the garage.
That poor PlayStation.
Where you belong.
Give him a hug, Fork. He needs a hug.
No, it's like, damn.
Oh, let's see. What is next? And
Mark had asked about if we had seen the Predator.
Yep, and we can talk about the game they're calling Predator. You guys realize this is made by the same assholes that made Friday the 13th, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the name of this company called? Ilphonic?
So I saw someone post pictures of it, and they posted, I can't see how it's, all the video, all it says is, this is not gameplay content. I'm like, well, I sure as hell hope not, because I asked Wilmy, hey, you got a better PC than I do. Does the video look like shit to you, too? Because... yeah, I'm not impressed with the video. I'm not like, wow, the graphics look great. It's like, no, this looks like a piece of shit still.
It looks bad. I mean, I don't care what you're looking at it on. It looks bad.
Yeah,
and like I said, man, I don't have much faith in Ilphonic or whatever their name is right now. I mean, Friday the 13th, I give them credit where credit was due. It was probably the best Friday the 13th game that we've had, because we haven't had one since the original.
That's not saying much.
Exactly. But then they came out with that other crap zombie game that, they hyped up and they were trying to sell it, for $60. And then all of a sudden, like 2 days later, it dropped down to like $10 on the Xbox store. So,
Chomo says, ironically, Predators bleed green.
You know,
Good point.
I
Yeah,
take everything
hopefully-
back. Never mind. It's a great idea.
Shizno,
Let's go ahead and do it.
hopefully it gets better, man. But like I said, with this company behind it, I don't have high hopes at all. I mean,
The only thing I saw was the gameplay wasn't like it felt Predator type gameplay, but is that actually what we're gonna play? That's the problem.
yeah. I mean, are you?
To me, I
actually
think
able
it's
to
probably
play?
going to be another one of those Evolve games, or Friday
Yeah.
the 13th, obviously, because it's the same company. But I mean, I'm just not all about the whole 4v1 thing, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Well, we'll see if it ever comes out and when it does, which I'm sure to come out at some point. But hopefully, I don't know.
Hopefully,
it
it's
proves
better
me
than
wrong.
Colonial Marines.
This is where we say, okay, you see Xbox with the cartoony graphics, but at least it looks legit. And then you see this, like it tries to be realistic, but it looks like a fog is over the whole screen. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it doesn't
going on?
look good. It's like I watched it. I'm like, yeah, this looks cool, but I mean, if you're selling me on this, I'm kind of wondering. So am I playing it on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360? Because
Yeah, I mean,
that's
it
what the
looks-
graphics look like.
It looks terrible. I mean, it doesn't matter what you watch it on. It looks legitly bad.
Oh, we go get some ponies mad. Just saying.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Predator series. I'm a huge Alien fan. I love those. But at the end of the day, it's like name one. I mean, there's probably a handful, and that's it. A handful of games based on movies that have been good. The rest are shit.
Yeah, that is true. There's very few movie. Yeah, it doesn't transition well for some reason. Oh
It
God!
can't
And
do it.
JMO, I do not want to play Duke Nukem at all. Been there, done that, man. Had enough of it.
Duke Nukem Forever, one of the worst games I've ever played.
Yes.
And another exciting thing, Bioshock 4.
I'm more shocked that so many people didn't think this was in the works.
I mean, who hears this and doesn't? I mean, their nipples don't get hard right up. You know
Is it
E?
without
I could care less.
what?
Kicking in it to slow? No?
I've never played any of the Bioshocks.
Right there with you, Crispy.
None of the What?
I played the first one, Bioshock Infinite, and I have not played the second one or the third or whatever it was.
And you
I have-
call yourselves
I
gamers?
just-
And this is why they have remasters, because it's a brand new game to guys.
And what I gotta say is I don't care. Like I have enough trouble trying to finish Outer Worlds or fucking any of these other games that are first, single player. I can't do it. Like I love conversating with people, and I guess I'm just one of those people that's just like, you know what? I'd rather conversate with people and actually be playing the same game they are than playing a game that, yes, it might be visually spectacular. I might not like the gunplay or whatever is going on in it, but in the end, it has to grab me. Like Jedi Fallen Order grabs me. Outer Worlds grabs me in a different way because
Floor could grab you in a whole other way if you turn your ass around.
Damn right.
Surprise sex.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Oh yeah.
By the way, thanks for the tip, Adam. I totally fucked that shit up. I'm just gonna say Adam. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Adam, and I do completely agree. Predator looks like a 50K seller if they're
Yeah,
lucky.
I don't think the Predator
When
people
you-
care. Or the
Yeah,
Aliens
probably
people.
not.
I mean, when that's your demo or whatever you want to call it, of hey, this is what's gonna look like. It's like, so, yeah, okay. That look like shit.
I'll say this: the gameplay from Friday the 13th, when it wasn't glitching or anything else like that,
I had fun
It's
with it with my
pretty-
friends, but it was
pretty
one of those
relevant.
things. Yeah, it was one of those
Pretty
things that I would not dump a lot of hours into. It's something I would play here and there with my friends, and that's about it. Just like Dead by Daylight, just like
it
Predator.
might be fun to run on Twitch.
Yeah, it's something I'd play with viewers, something here and there. It would not be something that I'd mainstream stream. It would not be something that I'd go back to all the time because It's not my niche. I will say that. So maybe that's one of the things they're not. It's aimed at other people, which is fine. You can aim that at other people because I don't want it aimed at me.
And JMO, I completely agree. I would love to see a new Dead Space, but sadly, I don't think it's going to happen.
Nah,
That would be
not
great.
anytime soon.
No, that would be
If they
amazing
do,
to
it wouldn't
see.
be the same thing because they got
No, it
rid of all
wouldn't.
the people.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be close, sadly. But I agree. I would love to see a new Dead Space game.
They'll
But-
remaster it.
If they're going to remaster something, I want Fear. I wanted to bring
Fear-
back the
Fear was a good
series.
game.
They're,
But if they're
that
going to do
reminds
that,
me, I was going to check.
they
to
need
see
to
if that
remaster it
was,
and put it on VR with touch sensitivity.
Man, that would be amazing.
Fear on VR. That would definitely be amazing.
Alma did not fuck around. She would kill your ass. End of story.
She just
She
wanted to
didn't
touch
play.
you.
Oh no, she wanted to kill you.
She wanted a friend.
She wanted to give you a hug. Come on.
Oh, Techno just saw some of the blasts I was putting out earlier. Yeah, man, you didn't know that the PS4 Pro cooling fan caused riots in Dallas? That's my way, man, of poking fun at
That's
some
awesome.
of the clickbaiters I've been seeing the last couple of days. So I decided, if you're going to clickbait, at least do it and make it funny,
Techno Dallas. I live near Technobust. I live near Dallas. There are riots. You just don't see them yet.
They're invisible.
they're undercover
Is
riots.
it like you haven't
Yes.
gone far enough west or something? How does that work? Is there
And-
like a demarcation line?
Yes.
Here is one that's going to tickle Ghost, and I know I'm excited for this one. The
Sweet.
Doom
I like
Slayers
that tickle.
collection.
Yeah, another reason to buy
Yeah.
the same game. I don't care. I've bought Doom so many fucking times. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'll
same
probably
here.
buy
It doesn't tickle your fancy.
I even bought
The
it
only
on
thing that doesn't
Switch.
tickle my fancy about it is the fact of how much they charge for the shit. Like, I'm like, man, I bought this game so many fucking times. You guys should be fucking giving me a free copy.
Well, we're talking about Bethesda here. I mean,
I
what
know,
you
I'm
talking
aware of
about?
that.
This,
Like, it's
this
not
falls
going
back
anywhere.
under the whole remaster thing I was just talking about. I bought the
Yep.
game already. Now you're gonna charge me another fucking $40 to play it, or $50 or $60. It's like, but
Well, to be fair,
What?
that's like
Skyrim
1, 2, 3
remastered,
in
I said it.
2016, I think.
yeah, I know. Just I own all those multiple times.
You're not the
Multiple
only one.
times.
You're not the
I
only
want to buy Skyrim for the
You're
8th.
probably going to have to buy a subscription to play
I mean,
it, though.
I'm one of the few people that can say I played Doom on the PC. Like
No,
original.
I played it on PC too.
I thought that's where everybody played it.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, but on when it came on the actual, 1.5
Yeah.
A drive.
Hell, for the longest time, I thought it was only on PC.
Well, it was until it came out on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeepers.
As dirt.
I see Mortal Kombat 11. What's that about, Crispy?
Yo,
Doof, you're
I
exactly
thought
right, dude.
I thought Jay was gonna mess me up, bro. That's what Jay played Daz, everybody else, and I thought he was gonna mess me up, and I basically owned him. He beat me 3 times out of I'd say 13, 14 matches. So
Nice.
Thanks
Did
for
you
the
play
tip.
a
Monkey.
Sindel
That's
yet?
awesome. Thank you.
and I pick random 90% of the time. I think I pick Katana once because Katana's if you pick Scorpion on purpose, I'm picking Katana because you can't spam the teleport. You can't do it. You know what I mean? That's what I love about MK11, dude. It makes you use whatever you have to do those moves. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're offensive, you go offensive, and you're gonna spam them for a couple moves. And if I block a couple, you're screwed.
Mhm.
I already have,
This
I already
down
have
block.
yeah, down block. That's it.
And then you
people
just
don't-
uppercut them into the atmosphere.
You do
At
not
least
want
that's
me
how
to
I
play.
do
There you go. See, you know.
Yeah.
You do not want me
I
to
have it on my
play.
Xbox right now.
You don't want to play Mortal Kombat with me. I suck at it so badly.
Dude, I
So,
want to
like
do.
every
I
other
want to
game.
do a combat night, dude. You could
Skyrim.
suck. It's fine, dude. Whatever.
Well,
I'll
Noof's
play
been
in Mortal
trying to
Kombat.
Noof's been trying to do this community game nights forever and just can't get anybody to.
Yeah,
join in.
because he's trying to do Gears 5, and that's the problem. Because
Gears
like
5's
me and Duke
trash
are like
for
on another
multiplayer.
level. No way, dude. You're full of shit. You're full of shit, dude.
I see why people like it. Me personally, I've never liked it.
It's not for everyone. I'm not going to
No,
say
it's
you're
definitely
bullshit.
not
It's
for
not
everybody.
for everybody.
Nope.
It's not.
I'm more of a Battlefield player, and so that shit makes me cringe.
Oh, speaking of Battlefield.
No.
Battlefield doesn't exist.
Speaking
That's
of
not
Battlefield, does anybody in the
Transition.
chat would anybody in the chat be interested in a deluxe edition Battlefield code?
Ooh.
For
Cloud, you into that shit?
For
You wanna get down?
Battlefield Deluxe Edition.
no. What console?
This is Xbox.
There you go.
So,
I wouldn't play
I
it.
did say
I wouldn't
Battlefield
play it.
Cloud.
Cloud's a
I
winner.
wouldn't play it, so I'm
Cloud
cool
doesn't
with
want
that.
it. He just said, did someone say Battlefield?
I was gonna say, yeah, it was like me and Cloud playing
Shizno,
Battlefield.
Shizno says me. Shizno says
Is
me.
it
So
the Switch?
Star Hunter. Is
I've
it
only,
for
I've only got
Switch?
one
Maybe.
code, folks.
Shizno says me. Me. He said me
Well,
again.
Shizno said,
Shizno.
Shizno said it first.
Star
so-
Hunter saying yes, sir. Okami Games. What?
Oh, Shizno wins, in my opinion.
Give it to Shizno.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Shizno said it first. Shizno, I will send you a message right after this, dude, and I will send you the code. You get it.
Someone's phone made me check my phone.
That was mine.
God damn it, I don't wanna play Battlefield. God damn you guys.
I was like, who's getting a hold of me? They know I'm busy. Told you not to bug me in my room while the door is closed.
Not while I'm vacuuming.
Yeah, I'm using my Wii U or my PS Vita to look up porn, Mom. Stay away.
Somebody disappeared.
Yeah,
Who had it?
Fork had something come up. He had to take off.
Okay, all right.
Yep, that's why my phone was just going off.
Crispy, I have a
Where's
question
my
for you.
banter friend?
Crispy, question for you.
Sure.
As a person that liked the Left 4 Dead series, like me, did you like World War Z?
A little bit. Not. I didn't feel left for it. Like, look, in a zombie game, like especially after playing Dying Light and stuff, like I could still go back to Left 4 Dead and enjoy the hell out of it because it brought that fear factor that in a third person, it's kind of hard to bring that fear factor. You see it more clearly. You know what I mean?
You
So
see it, but you're
I
not
agree.
first person.
Okay,
And
yeah,
it also
I
seemed like
agree
you
with
rely
that.
on your partners more in Left 4 Dead than you do in World War Z. Looked like you
That's
could
true.
pretty much go
Exactly.
solo.
That's what made Left 4
Exactly,
Dead
dude.
so fun though. Like it was just a great co-player.
See, though, for Left 4 Dead, for me, playing it back my adolescent years,
Yeah, you're so old now, Obi.
Back in my
it was
day,
way definitely more spookier for me.
when
So I
the
give you
Wii
that.
came out.
And when I came
Left
to
4
World War Z,
Dead,
I
and
had
this
that,
is
I'm gonna
where
fuck things up, type.
this is
mentality.
where we say sequels better than the first one. Left 4 Dead 2 is one of the best games I've ever played. Like going
dude.
through that mall, dude,
Ugh.
just had me freaking like eating my own freaking fingernails, dude. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm screwed.
He was
Like,
eating his cigarette butts.
he was all
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hell, he ate the ashtray. He was
Whole
punching glass.
ashtray.
Or
Now-
a
I know, I-
tin.
I definitely fucking agree with you.
Noof just
Like-
mentioned one of my favorites, Zombie Army Trilogy.
That comes out next, what is it, February?
He's talking about the other ones.
The fourth one, right?
Yeah, I think the fourth one comes
That's
out
that's
around
the new one.
February.
He's talking about the old ones though.
Yeah, he's talking about the older ones. They're fun as hell, man.
Yeah.
It should come out with a Zombieland game. That I think would be fucking awesome. If somebody made it right.
There is a zombie
Zombieland.
There is a Zombieland game coming out, actually.
There is
Actually,
one
it's
out
already out. It's on.
Oh, it's out.
They
Okay.
did really
yeah, it's
bad.
on all consoles. It's terrible.
Um,
It's like the
And then
Stranger
it was-
Things game.
I didn't even know that came out.
Yeah, I had no clue. To be
I know
honest,
with all this Left 4 Dead talk, I think I should play it now.
Oh, wasn't that witch
J-Mo,
crying?
I remember Zombies ate my neighbors. That shit was funny.
That witch crying. Bro,
Zombies Ate My Neighbors is one of my favorite games
And
when I
what
was
was-
a kid.
What was the other
Oh
one?
my God.
That had,
I had it on Super Nintendo.
had
Super
Scrubs.
Nintendo.
Yep.
Was it Scrubs the zombie? What was the name of that one?
I can't remember.
Do a Left 4 Dead remaster for Xbox One. Do that, so you don't have to go on PC to play it.
I think it's backwards compatible with the 360, but I can't remember. I think I seen it there.
No, I don't think it is.
Don't give me hopes like that.
Valve's
Swear to
got that
fucking
shit
God.
on lock. The only thing I gotta say is that I feel like Microsoft is like, you know,
he ain't
with
fucking
Epic.
lying. He ain't lying.
What?
It is backwards compatible.
It is. How much do you want for this shit?
Mm.
Mm.
Don't make me have to
Oh,
ask
I
the
don't-
wife, man. Come on.
Oh.
$20.
You have to buy on
that.
Xbox.
$60.
Probably.
Okay, you have to go online to buy it. Okay, Xbox.com. Here I come.
This is where like everybody ignores the partnerships, dude. Like, you know, like Steam and everything else. Like, dude, you know, Xbox is continuing to just say, hey, you know what? Fuck the bullshit. And as long as everybody plays well with them, they don't give a shit.
Exactly.
They don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get the fake outrage over people, but you know, some people just do it for attention.
They
Oh,
want these.
$20? No. God damn it.
Heath, what did I say?
And
Or
Adam
you-
just said in the chat he thinks you may have to have the disc because he doesn't.
No,
think you can get it
it's
digitally.
It's on
a
Xbox
digital,
One.
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
digital.
I was like,
Oh,
damn.
you
I
can
was
get
like,
it digital.
disc?
Oh, fuck. Are you sure about that? Because it says download the 360.
Oh, never mind then. Here, I'll check my Xbox real quick. I got it on. Doot, doot, doot.
Oh, God. Don't make me go get R2D2 off the shelf, man. Don't do it.
But anyway, while they're looking at porn, acting like they're looking for a game.
Help me,
Right.
Obi-Wan. You're my only hope.
Oh, they got Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. Which one am I looking at? Do you want 1 or 2?
Left 4 Dead 2. Just can you
Okay.
play it on your Xbox One?
Fork had to leave, Cloud. He had something come up, dude, so he had to pop out real quick.
It looks like you need the disc. It says buy on Xbox.com or Xbox 360. You can't buy this on
That's-
Xbox One.
That's horrible.
And
Yeah, but-
Yeah,
Adam-
there's some
That's
games I've
Valve.
noticed that have done that too.
Yep, Adam's been saying that in the chat.
Same with the
Valve.
first one.
What did I just say?
Thanks,
That's
Adam.
Valve. Like they're only gonna play so nice. Just saying.
You could always go check out GameStop and see if they have it cheap.
What do you say?
You probably find it real cheap over at GameStop.
Well, now you're not gonna find it real cheap because guess what? They just announced, you know, oh, this is a rumor. Yeah, you're full of shit. Left 4 Dead 3 is coming out.
Price
Trust me.
match.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that part.
And for
As soon as they announce
everybody,
anything.
that has trash talked me for owning VR and defending VR, y'all can kiss my ass at this point.
You know what? I will kiss your ass, Wilmy, because you know what? I actually had some high vitality VR when I went to Dave & Buster's, and I was like, yo, this is why people love this shit.
I had to sell my
It was
VR to get my X. So
It was the fucking Jurassic Park fucking shit.
Oh, you weren't
But
even
I'm
playing
like-
anything good.
Say one thing, if you had PC,
I
you could play Left
played
4 Dead.
PSVR. I played
I do have it on
PSVR,
PC.
and it looked like a
Oh, there you go.
grainy,
Well,
nasty.
see,
I want the achievements.
that's the thing, man. If you're playing on the PlayStation VR, I say it all the time. The PlayStation VR is a good starter. But if you really want to play VR, you have to step up. The PlayStation. it's
I don't want a starter. I want the
It's
legit shit. You know what I mean?
it's
and that
just
costs
poorly. It's poorly
money.
implemented.
Wilmy,
Is the Quest better?
I own the Oculus. I think it was the second version of it.
Mhm.
I think it was, and I had it for my PC. Played a bunch of games on it, and I was so bored of it because I knew nobody that had it. None of my friends would get it because it was so fucking expensive.
Here's
And
where we go.
so
We get into the
I ended
the
up selling
fact that
it so I could get my Xbox One X.
Well, you know,
That's what
Willie
I'm
plays on
saying,
it.
dude.
Ford plays on it now. I don't know how many more people.
There's going to be quite a few more people playing on it soon. You'll find out next week. So.
Yeah, I didn't know that new one is completely wireless, so you need a fucking PC. That's
really
cool.
That's where it matters, dude. Like,
that's
I
how
would
you
rather
get more
invest
people
in that.
into it.
I would rather invest in
the only drawback, you can add friends to your Oculus, but keep in mind it does link to Facebook. So
whatever.
You have to
I don't mind Facebook. I don't mind Facebook.
You don't think Obi-Wan has a Facebook? This is on Facebook.
Wilmy's playing Debbie Does Dallas right now on his Oculus Rift.
No, actually, I'm playing Gaming Beyond the Box.
You mean Beyond the Box? What?
Exactly. All right, enough of this. Let's see.
We didn't railroad this.
Next topic. Minecraft came over. The Bedrock Edition finally went to PS4 yesterday. And
did we just?
No, we didn't.
Talked about that.
Oh,
we didn't talk about it in major detail. Fort kind of hinted to it, but that was about it.
What is Bedrock Edition?
I guess Fred, Barney, Wilma, Pebbles, and Bam are all in this one. So, but people were outraged over this too. I know it's a shock. People being outraged on social media
over Minecraft. That's
because
been started out on the PC.
You have
it's a cartoony game. Oh, jeez.
Well, you have to have an Xbox Live account to log in.
Oh, so you can't just pop it in on PlayStation and play it?
It says the PlayStation 4 version of Minecraft Bedrock Edition will launch December the 10th, and those already the PS4 version of the game will get a free update, though you will be required to have an Xbox Live account.
Well, at least in Xbox Live Gold.
That's interesting.
So it's not like you have to
That's actually bigger than everybody's even thinking about. Because does Xbox have the narrative now?
It makes you wonder.
On a Switch, you have to have an Xbox Live account to play Minecraft.
Hell yeah.
What about them apples?
I'll be honest with you, I've never played Minecraft, so this is not my thing.
Why?
Even with Minecraft on the Pocket Edition, you have to have an Xbox account.
But
dude, you have to log into an Xbox Live account to play the game. This is a big deal. Like, Microsoft is not stupid. Like,
their user base gonna go way
like
up.
J-Mo said, it's not for a gold account. You just have to have an account.
Yeah.
But
right, my son's got the Pocket Edition for his
that
tablet.
is pulling you in that door, though. Once you've got an account with them, you know.
See, what's super cool about Minecraft that nobody talks about
for Game Pass and everything else, and all these games that are coming in there. I mean, this is why, like, I just saw that, like, the rumor that Cyberpunk's coming in. Like, come on.
So
that's crazy.
For Minecraft, which nobody talks about this, but it's really cool about this platform is that if you have your cell phone and you get on Minecraft, you get on your PC, you get on Minecraft, someone gets on Xbox, someone gets on Switch, or someone gets on PlayStation, you guys can all play together on there at once.
Yep.
And if someone's in VR. And that shit's fucking cool. And that's how gaming should be. Play on any device you want with your friends, wherever you want.
But they have Minecraft for VR.
Yeah. It's like one of the games ported into it.
I'll pass.
It's actually not that bad, Wilmy.
If I wanted to play fucking blocks, dude, I'll go buy
Best
some
part
Legos.
is, dude, you could use your Samsung phone.
But they're not digital Legos.
You could use your Samsung phone and have one of those clip-in VRs with your phone and play Minecraft with using your phone and an Xbox controller.
Well,
VR.
There's two problems with that. I don't have a Samsung phone, and I have no desire to play Minecraft.
I was waiting for you to say it in an Xbox controller. Then how the hell you been playing Xbox?
Oh God, no, dude! I've got like 72 Xbox controllers. I'm more.
Yeah, I know. I seen your wall.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man! My wife told me I need to find a place for my 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Either
I have my one
that
I'm not allowed to play while doing this.
I mean, you can get more controllers and find.
You could hand me some. It's cool. That's cool. I appreciate you, Alpha.
I found out last podcast that my controller is loud as fuck.
Yes, it was. We thought you had an old school typewriter.
Clickety,
As
clickety,
Murder
click,
She
click,
Wrote
click,
it,
click.
Fuck.
But and Crispy just mentioned this because this will be the last topic for tonight. So does anybody really believe? Now it is a rumor. I don't know if I would put a lot of emphasis on this one that Cyberpunk will go to Game Pass. I'm gonna say
I doubt that.
doubting that.
There's no way.
I'd put
really
money it's not
I will guarantee after 5 months they will go to Game Pass.
More like 5 years.
more
Oh,
like
5 months.
Yeah, 6
I'm
months.
telling you right now. The only reason I say that is because they were on their stage. Xbox has the money to pay them for every download that they fucking get.
Oh
And I'm gonna tell you right now.
But
Now,
you
Xbox
imagine-
That would be
is going
awesome
to
if
do
it
that.
did go to Game Pass, especially for the people that don't have the money to pay for the game.
It would be.
That's what
and
I'm not-
saying.
But
I'm
I
not
don't-
saying it's a bad thing. It's just I find it hard to believe.
Yeah, that's like is Control is Control actually going to go to Game Pass or did?
Well,
Control
control people said no. Phil said yes.
Okay, they
Watch.
said no because they still have a marketing deal with Sony until the end of the year.
And
I
we're
can't
really
go on
close to
Game
the end
Pass.
of the year.
Maybe
So
they'll
We are
announce it
close to the end of the
tomorrow.
year.
No,
I'm going to tell you right now,
probably-
Game Pass is totally underrated.
I feel
people
like
are-
Control's going to come to Game Pass either January or February.
How?
Completely ignore Game Pass, but if you get games like this, like Cyberpunk, are you kidding me? Like Microsoft will pay for that. It's not exclusive. You can go buy it on PS4, but guess what? It's going to be on their platform.
How is it underrated? I hear people talking about it all the time.
Hundreds of millions of people playing PlayStation. So Cyberpunk will still get the revenue from them. And then they go and say, okay, Microsoft, this is what we need from you to put the game on Game Pass. And Microsoft says, okay, we're cool.
You know, I'm
We
going to be
got
real
this.
honest. I want Cyberpunk, though, to be delayed by 10 months. Or no,
What?
was it like
Is there
8 months?
You went very
Specific
exact.
reason for
10
that
months?
time
10
frame.
months.
Oh, I think 8 months about from when it's supposed to come out because I'd rather it launch with the next consoles than what we have.
Well, it's probably going to launch on the next consoles too.
Well, yeah, it's going to, but everybody's going to already have beaten it.
Not necessarily PlayStation, just saying.
Maybe that's when they'll bring out the multiplayer. Is when the new consoles come out.
Hey,
I'm not
Adam,
going to play Cyberpunk.
thanks for the
multiplayer,
super
dude.
chat, dude, and I do completely agree. I think the only way it's going to go to Game Pass is if Xbox buys them. So we will see.
Well,
Never know.
If you look
You
at
never
Witcher,
know.
it's just coming to Game Pass in what, 2 days, and
Oh,
it's been out
is it?
since like what 2007, wasn't it, when Witcher 3 came out?
I think
Something
so.
like that.
2007
Yeah, but you-
sounds right.
Game Pass is really, really new, though. So that's
Oh
not
yeah,
very
I
good.
know that, but I'm just saying, like, it's
Kind of impossible for it to be launched on
Game Pass has been out for what, 2-3 years now.
Yeah, but you have to get people to
Basically
see
2
that it's
years.
working and get them to believe in it.
Yeah,
So
I
there's
was a
people starting
beta.
to jump
I
in
was
on
a
it.
beta tester on.
There's a lot of rumors going around that there's a lot of great games that are going to come to Game Pass, and that's why I'm like completely like, should I buy this game now? I might be mad in a couple months when Jedi
Dude.
Fallen Order comes to Game Pass. I'm like,
I bought
fuck.
Control, and then before it finished downloading, I said, "Nah, I could use that $30 to do something else." Right. The next day is when that rumor came out that Control was going to Game Pass, and I was like, "Whoo! Dodge that fucking
Yeah, there's
bullet."
been a few games that were suddenly on Game Pass. I was like, what the?
Oh yeah, I watched
Yeah,
one of my
I've-
friends drop $70 on Black Desert to play it, and then
Oh
the
my
next weekend
God.
it was
Damn.
it was
Oh, that
announced on
sucks, dude.
Game Pass, and he was
I feel
pissed.
bad for him just because they bought Black Desert.
I know.
Well-
And it had no achievements when that game launched, man. What the fuck?
Well, that wasn't the only problem. The game was boring as hell. At least to me, it
Mhm.
was.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
I tried getting back
Terrible.
into it when Mystic came out, which the class was cool, but still the gameplay is horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
where
just
ESO
it's
is the best
terribly
game.
bad.
lag.
Fight me.
What?
All right.
I said ESO
I
is the
think
best
I played
MMO.
it for
Fight
about
me.
15 minutes and I was done with it. I
Yeah,
couldn't get
that's-
into it.
That's about all I got into it too.
I played that game on launch when it launched. Like I put 1,000 hours into it, and it was like a sea of people on Xbox when it launched everywhere. You couldn't do shit.
Guessing you don't have that problem now.
Oh no, it's a
No.
fucking barren wasteland.
Pretty much. But no, I think you're going to see. Avish said it just a second ago. It's about software now, and it's more of a service. And I know Noof complains about this all the time because Noof is old school. He does not believe he's not a fan of subscription-based services.
He doesn't want a service. That's for sure.
No, and I mean that's the way the whole industry is going to go. And Sony has sit back and watched Microsoft, have success with Game Pass. So of course they're going to jump on the bandwagon, and every one of these companies are going to do this because it's guaranteed money.
Okay,
yeah,
well, here's what people ignore: the fact that the Xbox division of Microsoft has broken even this year, which for subscription services is almost impossible. Okay, it is literally impossible. You look at Netflix; they are like 200 to 300 billion dollars in the hole. Okay, and for Xbox Game Studios continue to put out these games, like you could say, oh, Outer Worlds could play on this and that. Well, guess what? You could just download Game Pass, pay $1, and you got it. And then after that, they're just going to continue to grab you because they're going to release games that you want to play. That's the point of it. It's a smart way of thinking. Like, whether it be third party, first party, it doesn't matter, dude. Like, they don't care.
I mean,
They will pay the money.
When you've got that many games that they have in that service, I mean, you really can't go wrong with it. That's the thing. And now, I mean, I've got it on my PC. So, I mean, there's games in there I can play on my PC, which most of the time I don't because I'm a big fan of Steam. But, I mean, it is what it is. That's just going to be the way of the future.
But you think about it, like, you're still like sitting there like, oh, Halo Infinite's coming out or something like that. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, damn, like, I can still play that game on my PC because you invested in it. Let's not be ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Like, you invested as much amount of money as way over the console. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you invested in that product and you get to play the games. And now you see Sony doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Xbox has pushed the narrative.
The only
They have
thing-
said, look, play where you want. We're going to make money. We don't care about that.
Yeah, the thing that
You know
annoys
what I
me
mean? And that's
about
what-
Sony, their version, because I subscribed to the PlayStation Now as soon as they lowered that price. But the thing that really annoys me, not all their games can be downloaded. Some of them you have to stream, and it's just terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
I tried.
it's
play-
beyond.
Well, and let's be honest, you don't have day and date releases on there yet.
Not yet. It's
No.
coming.
It's going to
They're not
happen.
using it.
Oh, you know
They're
it's going
not
to
using
happen.
ad servers either for their streaming.
Well, also the games that they hyped up when they did the price drop are going away in January, I think, or February.
I think so. But
January 20th, I think.
Uncharted 4 and God of
Why the
War. I
fuck
mean,
they're going
let's be
away?
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
And there was another one, Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5. But I already owned them all anyway, except for Grand Theft Auto. Because everybody that's ever listened to me knows I'm not a big fan of Grand Theft Auto.
No.
I'm not either. I hate that game. I hate it.
They lost me after San Andreas.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
I
Wilmy.
mean, I enjoyed the hell out of San Andreas, and somebody please go take some sinus medication.
I mean,
My favorite was Vice City. I love that game.
Marble Man is not blowing in the mic.
No, I think
just saying.
it's Leo.
It's me?
Yeah. Sounds you're
You sound like you're hyperventilating.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna ask you need an inhaler.
It was Ghost.
Little albuterol sulfate,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I'm trying to be Marble Man too.
No,
Oh!
you're getting secondhand smoke from Crispy Mom through Discord. That's crazy.
Hey guys, welcome to the chat.
Thanks for coming, Shizno. And dude, I will send you that code as soon as the podcast is over, man. But yeah, I agree with Adam. PS Now is basically still you pay for backwards compatibility, and yeah, that's pretty much true.
You're paying to stream backwards
you're paying to try to
compatibility.
stream it. That's
There's
my
a
only
few
complaint.
like JRPGs that you don't have to stream. You can
Stay
download, but
in
most of them
there.
are stream.
Stay in there unless they throw it out there for $1 like Xbox does. Because then they're going to do day and date after that.
And I do believe I'm a firm believer xCloud, when this thing gets released, it gets completely out into the market. This thing's gonna be crazy.
It'd be great.
Well,
when
Dude,
it's Apple.
we're all, how old? Like I'm 33 and December 28th. That's my birthday. I'm 33
you're
on
33?
December 28th. Yeah.
Why did I feel like you were like 62 or some shit?
Damn.
Holy
I'm
shit.
because
I thought
I'm
you
the
were
Marble
older, too.
Man.
You're
I'm
younger
the
than
Marble
Yeah,
Man.
that's kind of why I thought you were older because you're
Yeah, no
Marlboro.
shit. I thought he was a lot older, so I don't feel so bad thinking that now. Everybody else did too.
But in the end, dude, like we have to realize that Xbox is finally ahead of the curve, but not too far ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? Like remember when 2013 hit and they said we're not gonna have discs involved in our console? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
And everybody fucking lost their mind over it.
And did
And
you
now
see,
all of a sudden it's not so far fetched.
And did you see where
Just saying.
GameStop is actually pulling a lot of their stores out of some areas overseas?
Well, shit, man, they've been going
Exactly,
bankrupt
dude.
since fucking what, like 3
Dude,
years?
I'm here to tell you, man, that is the next blockbuster.
Yep.
And it's not far off.
Oh, it will be. It will be.
It's sad, dude, because I went there, like Gears 3 launch, dude. I went there and it was fun. You know what I mean? Like,
last-
we Gears 2 for like hours upon hours between it, and all of a sudden midnight hit and they just gave us our Gears 3, and it was fun. But people don't care about that anymore.
No,
Like,
because
so-
I used to do it too, man.
They don't give a fuck.
There used to be
They don't
like
care.
20. There'd be like 20 of us all going to GameStop, and they would have a band set up, people selling food. I mean, it got crazy.
The last midnight release I went to was either Borderlands the pre-sequel or Dragon Age Inquisition. I can't remember which came first.
I think the last one I went to was Battlefield, and I can't remember which one.
I know I was the only one getting the pre-sequel when it came out. Everyone else was getting Grand Theft Auto 5.
And then was so pissed off, waited in the cold for all those hours, got home, popped it in my 360, and
Wait,
guess
that
what?
sounds like
You
New
couldn't
Year's
log
Eve?
in.
In Times Square.
You couldn't log in, so because the servers were down. Imagine that shit, right?
Why would you have your servers up on launch day? That's just stupid.
Well, that's like a lot of games this gen, man. We've had a lot of broken games this whole generation. So
No.
A lot.
like I said on Boom's podcast, last week, Death Stranding was probably the only game that I've actually legitly started on release day and it didn't crash or require a giant update.
Well, a lot of people had problems with Borderlands 3, but I never had an issue with
I
it.
never did either. It did cut off my Xbox once.
And you know how many hours I put into that game, so.
Yes, and those people fucking love you because we ain't gonna get into that. Are we?
Well,
gonna?
like
Love
Fork
you
said,
long
I worked
time.
for Gearbox, remember?
I think you did. All right. Well, we are going to start our outros, and let's go with Crispy. Crispy, tell everybody where they can find you there, Marlboro Man.
Marble Man is in the house. How about them apples? At Crispy Bomb on Twitter. You can find me on the next podcast Saturday night. And hopefully next Sunday will be CCC. And then after that, we got the Retro Renegades on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. We missed y'all last week, but we got it.
Okay, you heard it here. He's got it.
He's got
He's got it.
He got it on lockdown.
Yeah. All right, Leonidas, tell everybody where they can find you, man.
Leonidas 1084 everywhere: Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, Twitter. You find me hanging out with the Forking crew,
That
playing
group of
games on
fuckers.
Twitch. Especially that Wilmy guy. Jesus.
Yeah, that Willie dude's a fucking asshole, man.
Real POS, Vita.
Yeah, he is.
And you'll find me here every Wednesday. That's it.
All right, Obi, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
On Twitter, Obi-Wan for the win. Find me on Xbox in the RDX chat. You can find me in there with Lethal, cracking people's heads. And wanted to say, stop messaging Wilmy Hood about his giveaways, saying they're fake. You guys are a bunch of fuck faces.
I love doing that.
You guys don't know shit. It's true. He's helped me out a lot. He's helped a lot of people I know out a lot. He's not.
Yes, he has.
He's not faking it. It's not fake. So just quit being jealous and quit being a fuckface.
Yep, exactly.
Stop being mad for people being happy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Put a fucking smile on my face, and I didn't even have to send a dick pic. Oh,
Yeah,
an
'cause
ass
if you would have said that, you would
Wilmy's an ass.
you would not be on
Wait,
this podcast
is Short
right now.
Boy here?
Like, Will
What?
I mean, I have to say though, that's the first thing my fucking wife asked me. Did you send a fucking dick pic or something?
No, trust me. You would not be on this podcast with us right
You'd
now.
be blocked with other 18,000 people.
Actually, I'm up to 19,000 as of this morning.
Well, excuse
How the fuck
me.
do you get those numbers? Damn.
Dude,
Jesus Christ,
you would
man.
be amazed at the people that message just with dumb shit. Like me and Fork were getting all these messages after the Horrorcast Sunday night. I mean, it's people.
I mean,
Oh,
I get
because
some
of the
messages.
purge
That
thing?
one fucking nut job trying to tell me that he wanted to give me $30,000. I was like, oh, okay.
Just give me all your information.
Well, there was a guy. He sent me a message, and Fork said his handle was "I want to be Fork," and it was just
It
it
doesn't
was really
sound like a
strange.
troll at all.
It was
And I bet
really
it was
strange.
just made that day, wasn't it?
Yep, it was. But anyway, Ghost, tell everybody where they can find you, dude.
Hey, thanks for everybody stopping by. Make sure to hit the like button. We can't do this without you guys. We really just thank you all for what you do. Find the Evil Ghost, Twitter, Xbox, maybe a Switch soon, as of Tuesday. But we'll find out about
Still
that
haven't
later.
picked it up?
Nah, man, I fucking ordered the shit online, and then I went to pick it up because I put pick it up in store, and they're like, "Oh, we're sending it to you," and I was like, "What do you mean? I pick it up in store." And they were
Don't
like,
you love that?
"Well, we'll give you a call Tuesday." I was like, "What?" And then like,
Wow.
I was like really pissed because of the simple fact that the motherfucker was like literally there, and I was like, "Well, I've already bought it. Just give me the one that's in the fucking case there. Just give me the fucking thing." She's like, "Well, you ordered it, so it comes from fucking our corporate office, so we can't just give you this one." Fucking cocksuckers.
Damn.
Anyways, yeah, catch me on Twitch or whatever with the Forking Crew. Somebody else can talk now.
Dragon Quest is a good game, J-Mo.
I think Ghost is mad just a little bit. I don't blame you, dude. I would be too.
I was
Matter
like,
of fact-
fuck, man. I was like, you kidding me? I can't get
Was
this.
that
I was try-
Walmart?
I was- Yep.
That explains
Oh,
it.
never mind. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna feel you right now because I have been waiting on a fucking computer monitor since 9 o'clock this morning.
Oh shit.
UPS is supposed to have the bastard here by 2 o'clock today.
I thought they delivered it to you at 11.
It is
Lied.
9:49 p.m. The monitor has not showed up yet.
Isn't that what happened
lied.
last time?
Fuckface UPS driver.
Pretty close.
Call his ass.
So, I mean, I don't know where he's
He
at,
probably-
what happened.
He probably rolled a blunt. Well, I mean, come on. Roll the
I
blood.
guess. Who knows?
Send him
But-
under.
I don't.
Did you put a ball pit in front of your door so it'd catch the package when they throw it over?
No, maybe I should. But I don't know. Unless something drastic's happened, it's not here yet as I know of. So we'll see. Talon69, dude. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Hey guys, appreciate y'all having me on. You'll find me on Twitter. You'll find me on Xbox. Just find me wherever you feel like it.
And of
And
course,
Wilmy, where can they find you?
oh, thank you, Leah. Of course, you can find me here every Wednesday night and at 8 o'clock on Gaming Beyond the Box. You can find me on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. I know a lot of you people probably never thought I'd say that, did you? On Switch, you can find me on Steam.
You're my first Switch friend, actually.
Oh, this is sweet. But
we
I'm
got a
on.
bond.
I am on
You can find
everything.
him on VR.
Any
Wait on that
place-
ghost guy, though.
Any place you can
Look,
play a game,
you
I'm
fucking
on
talk
there.
to Walmart, all right?
And next week, do not forget, next Wednesday night will be our last show for 2019. And we are going to go out with a bang. We are going to do it our own way.
Cocaine
We will
and
be
strippers?
doing we will be doing
No, that's
singing
me. Okay.
singing for a Switch.
I'm joining you, Ghost.
And-
Singing for a Switch.
Holy
Yep,
shit.
sing for a Switch.
La, 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 la,
And is it Christmas songs or is it
Christmas
Yeah.
songs?
I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
want to
Christmas
come in and
songs.
sing Welcome to the Jungle. But anyway,
And real Christmas songs.
We got fun games. Sorry.
but we will do Sing for a Switch next week. And we are going to have some guests that most of you guys probably wouldn't expect. We will have the one, the only Ashen Luca on the show with us next Wednesday night.
Ooh.
Mr. Noof Nukem will be here as well. And we have somebody else. I will not say who it is yet. But they will be
It's a
here to help us.
surprise.
They will be here to help us judge the contest. And whoever sings the best Christmas carol and doesn't get the gong will get the Switch. And you will get your choice. You can have a Switch Lite or the standard Switch console. Doesn't
Ooh.
really matter to us.
I should be in the chat.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
can,
get in that
you know,
chat.
win that shit. with my Marvel voice. What you talking about?
I would really
He's
love
gotta
to hear
be-
you sing
Right,
Christmas
they're
carols.
done.
That would be
Those are
great.
done.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Barry Manilow
Jingle
Christmas
bells,
Christmas carols.
jingle bells,
Just make
jingle
a
all
little
the
YouTube
way.
video.
You're getting ready to get
Crispy's
muted, dude.
Christmas carols for 2019.
What fun
And
it is to
J-Mo, you're
ride.
exactly right. The scum guzzler herself. She will be here with us next
Watch,
week.
watch.
The
I-
red nose.
now
Wait,
I'm
Is your cum
on
guzzler?
shit. You don't even know. You have no clue. I got a good singing voice.
No, they're not talking about me. I don't think they know I guzzled cum ever. I'm not.
Wow,
I'll
that-
send you
on
guys
right
the
now, to be honest
videos
with you.
later.
But what
Oh,
we're,
you took it to another level.
we're gonna do
Girlie
we're
says
gonna
what's
do
up to
next
everybody,
week
by the
pretty
way.
much the same way we did the Wookiee call. If you're picked out of the chat, if you want to do it, you can just come into Discord with us and you'll sing a Christmas song. We'll tell you what song you're going to sing, and like I said, we will have a gong. If you get the gong, that means you're gone. But
All
we-
the Christmas,
dun.
Come on, get it on, smoke a
Sorry.
bone. Yeah, I got
all
it.
the songs in Die Hard are Christmas
And you're
songs.
gonna
though.
pick my song? What the fuck?
Barry White. Hey, there you go, J-Mo. Maybe make a Christmas carol called Spit on It. That'd be interesting. That'd be fun to hear.
That sounds like a Michael Jackson song.
Don't it?
Yeah, well, yeah.
But that is it for us
Just
tonight,
beat
folks.
it.
I'm going to hop off here and see if the UPS guy actually delivered my monitor, because I'm pretty sure the fucker didn't. So,
Have a good night, everybody.
everybody, have a good night. Thanks for coming out, and it was fun as always, and we will see you next Wednesday.